Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you see my face for the very first time, my name is NJ. You're very welcome. Please consider subscribing, okay? Click that red subscribe button down below and join the family. So yes, you guys, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 10 most legit fears about marriage. Some of you may already know this. Of course, I'm about to get married soon, and yes, just like with every other person, I have my own fears as well, and I know that these fears, they differ from person to person, and so today I'm here to share with you guys my own fears. So yeah, you guys, if you're interested in knowing what these fears are, please stay tuned and I'll be right back. So yes, the first thing that comes to mind when you say marriage is like, now it's not just all about you, it's about you and someone else, your better half, right? And that means that sometimes before you do some things, you have to run, the idea through that person. And yeah, I'm talking about like my freedom to do things, right? As a single girl, I could just, do whatever I wanted to do. If I wanted to, let's say now I wanted to go visit my sisters, I could go to Abuja first, visit my sister Neka there, and from there I could go to Port Harcourt, do all that, I could just go whenever, stay as long as I wanted, But yeah, when you getting married now, I think about them like, does this mean that I wouldn't get to see my family as often as I would love to? Like, I'm just getting up and wanting to go somewhere, do something, visit someone. I know it's not like taking permission, right? But like, yeah, this person you're telling, oh, okay, I would really love to do this. He could actually say no, and then you'd have to listen, right? I don't even know, you guys, what do you think? Tell me in the comment section below. Does getting married mean like you get to lose some sense of freedom or something like that? And yeah, secondly, you guys, just like my sister Nelo Keke, I'm not that kind of person that likes to do a lot of chores. Like growing up, we didn't really have help and all that. My dad thought it best that we should do all the chores ourselves, so we're the ones always cleaning, cooking, and doing all those things. So I grew up like doing all those things and all that. But then with time, as we started growing up, we all went off to the university here and there, and help was needed at home, and so we started having help to do all those things that we used to do, right? And you get used to it, right? You get used to it. You stop washing with your hands, start washing with the washing machine, you stop sweeping because there's somebody already there, But yeah, getting married, you kind of, all those things gone. Like you have to now tend to your home and all that. And really, I don't like to do chores these days. Before then, some years back, I used to live for it. But right now, I'm not one to just keep dreaming about doing chores and, oh yes, let's go, it's time to clean. No, I don't do that. I don't want to do that. So yeah, getting married now, and personally I would love to hire people that will come and clean my home and do this and do that. So yeah, the chores, the cleaning of the home and all that. As a newly married couple, I asked Adeze this question, like, do I have to be the one to do all the cleaning? Can't I just like hire someone to do the cleaning and all that? And her response was like, yes, why not? Of course, you should most definitely hire someone if you don't want to do it. So yeah, this is also a concern for me. What if midway somehow my husband says, okay, why do you have to keep hiring people? Why not just do it yourself and all those kind of things? It's, I don't know, but I guess I'll paddle through that. Yes, and then the cooking. In as much as I enjoy cooking, like, I don't know when last I actually made breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's the truth. I'm not going to lie. In fact, before I got married, I don't know when last I actually made food for myself, right? In the past, we used to make food like every single day, like as recent as 2 years ago, right? Less than 2 years, because at home here, we're the ones that cook for my dad. Like I said before, we didn't used to have like help like that, so we used to be the ones to do everything, cook for my dad, do everything. But then when there was a period of time when we were all busy, even while I was new, I was super busy. I had to be going out in the morning, come back in the evening, and so at that point we had to get a cook, right, for my dad. And since then, going into the kitchen hasn't really been a frequent thing for me. And now that I'm married, like having to wake up to make breakfast, then make lunch, and then make dinner, at least breakfast and dinner, this is going to be a lot of work, because before I could just cook whenever I wanted. Like I didn't have a timetable, since I wasn't the one that was making the meal for my father anymore. Like I could just if I want to go into the kitchen, I go in. If I don't want to, well, I don't want to. So, but now I have to make out time to make food, make breakfast, make lunch, at least weekends, and then make dinner. Well, it's going to be something. This is not like cleaning that I can hire someone to do. I really don't want anyone to be cooking for me right now, so I'm definitely going to be doing it for myself. But then I think, I don't know, I'll figure it out. So here, you guys, I know I may be blabbing and all that, but like sometimes when I have these things in my head, I may not know how to express it, properly, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So yeah, next one, I'm a YouTuber, right? I'm a content creator here on YouTube, and my husband Chidi, I'm just going to be calling him Chidi. So whenever you hear Chidi, just know I'm talking about the man that married me, so that I will not be clashing here on YouTube. So yes, Chidi, he's very okay with my YouTube and all that, and we're happy. He even calls me up sometimes. He gives me ideas and all those things about topics to film on and all that. But then what if along the way something happens and he's no longer okay with this? Like, what now happens? Like, what if he says, oh, what if he all of a sudden becomes so private? Oh, don't show this, don't show that. Or maybe when we have children, we're like, oh, you shouldn't show this part, you shouldn't show them, you shouldn't do, like, what if we start clashing over this YouTube everything? I know that I'm not that kind of person. I don't really show much on YouTube. I just show what I feel is necessary for my people to know, about me and all that. But what if somehow along the way he feels different about YouTube? How will I handle that? You guys, please just comment in the comment section. Tell me these fears are valid, because to me they're really valid. And if you have any advice, of course, feel free to do so in the comment section below. And yeah, moving on. And yeah, you guys, you must have noticed here on YouTube, I'm not that kind of fashionable kind of person. I'm very basic when it comes to fashion, like basic. Leggings and shirt kind of basic, jeans and t-shirt kind of basic, like basic. I am basic. And like people who meet me, they know that this is who I am. Chidi knows that this is who I am. But what if somehow in the future he begins to, criticize my mode of dressing, and oh, NJ, this is just too simple now. Oh, NJ, put on something else. And maybe, he goes out and he starts buying me things he feels like I should put on. And these are things I don't feel comfortable putting on. Like, how do I manage that? Because I know I'm quite basic, like fashion-wise, over basic, in fact. I am over basic, and I wouldn't want a situation whereby you're okay with it today and then tomorrow it becomes a problem, because I know that I may not want to change. I like being comfortable, so I dress in a way that I'll be comfortable. My comfort is my top priority when it comes to fashion. So okay, yeah. Now next, you see how this early stage of marriage, everyone is happy, we're smiling, and we're just excited and all that. But I've seen it happen where, people who were so in love, after a while, they just fall out of love, or one of them begins to change. So what if this happens? What if, let's say him, Chidi, he all of a sudden changes. He's a sweet person. In fact, he's perfect. But this could happen actually. Like, I've seen it happen, like where this very nice, wonderful person, maybe something happens and then they get to change and their behavior becomes different. Like, I think about it sometimes. Of course, I reject it. It's not my portion. But what if? So yeah, what if this happens? Or what if I myself, what if I change, What if we both fall out of love with each other? Like, what happens? How do we manage that? Do we just, pray to God to make things work, to make us fall back in love? Or what? That is a legit fear, because I know that there's a really thin line between love and hate. So what if somehow we fall out of love? And let's say now kids are already involved. How do we manage that if divorce is not an option? I don't know. Just please tell me. All my life, I've lived with my family. I've lived in my father's house, with my siblings, with my cousins, like just family. And even now that my bride price has been paid, I still get to move from Chidi's house to my father's house. Like, to me, when I say home, I'm still talking about my father's house, right? And because this is the home I know, and I still have the, what's the word? Well, I can still come back home, stay as long as I want, and I can still go over to Chidi's house and all that. To me now, it's still Chidi's house. It's not my home, right? This is my home here in NENY'S. After the wedding now, I'm going to have to, even before that, I'm going to have packed all my things from here, from my dad's house to Chidi's house, right? Yeah. And now after the wedding, I wouldn't have that leisure anymore to come back, not like I wouldn't have, but it wouldn't look right, like just to come back to my father's house and stay as long as I want. Even my father would call me and say, NJ, is everything okay? Like, you're expected to move all your things to your husband's house, and then that becomes your new home. So yes, there's that fear of that thing. Here in my father's house, I can do whatever I want, give any command I want, and I know it's going to be done just the way I want it to be done and everything. But it's just, you know, having to move in with someone else. You can't just wake up and say, oh, I want this way. You must always have to talk to him. Like, you know, it's just the same thing as having to discuss whatever you want to do. I don't know if you guys understand. I know I may be blabbing, but do you guys get what I mean? Like, it's going to be a whole new environment. I wouldn't be able to just come back to my dad's house anytime I feel like and just spend like 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. You know, do you guys get what I mean? Please just tell me you understand. And there are people out there that are like me as well. Like, and yeah, there's this one again, the fear of losing my friends. You know, it's okay. Now let's say I get married and I have friends that I really love and vibe with, but then my husband tells me, oh, NJ, I don't like this friend, I don't like this friend, I don't like this friend, I want you to, like, you know, stop being friends with these people. Like, what do I do? Like, you know, my friends, I know them. Like, if I have to be friends with you, I know you at least to a certain extent, and we vibe and, you know, all that. And then having someone tell you you can't be friends with this person, like, how do you handle it? Maybe you try to convince him, oh, see, this person is kind, sweet, good Christian, this, that, and he says, no, if I tell you something, I know the reason, you know, I must have a good reason, blah, 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 and he says, you can't be friends with this person. Or like in a situation whereby, you know, some friends, once you get married, they feel like they should give you some space, and then they just begin to give you some space, and you see that you don't talk with them that often anymore, or you see them that often and all that. Like, I have that fear. Like, I just, you know, with all these things I'm saying, I just thank God for the kind of man he sends my way. All these things, you know, hopefully would not be a problem, but it doesn't mean that it's not somewhere at the back of my mind, just there, waiting, you know, to pop out. But there's always this what if at the back of my mind. What if? Because nothing is really certain, and you know, this marriage thing, it's a forever something. And someone like me, I wouldn't want to get married and then tomorrow, after like 2 months, 2 years, 5 years, it's like, oh, we irreconcilable differences. I wouldn't want that. So yes, these are really legit concerns for me. So yeah, you guys, these are like a few of my fears about marriage. Is drawing closer, and with each passing day, it's like, oh my God, I get more anxious, and oh, this is actually going to happen. This is happening. Oh wow, this is happening. And yeah, you guys, what do you think? Do you think my fears are valid? And yes, what were your fears before you got married? And if you're about to get married, like, what are your fears right now? Let's discuss in the comment section below. You know, I love to interact with you guys in the comment section. So yes, please go ahead. Let's just learn and encourage one another. And yes, you guys, we've come to the end of this video, and I just want to say thank you so much for staying tuned today, watching this video. Thank you for all your love and your support, especially during this period of planning and preparations. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, if you enjoyed watching this video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and of course, please subscribe to my channel. Also, please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is always somewhere up there. Please follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my channel, and let's keep growing. Okay, yes, thank you once again for watching. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.